what is happening. It is Tuesday, the 23rd of June. I'm supposed to be in Dublin today, but I ended up not going because I was absolutely stuffed with hay fever last night. Feeling unwell. I'm still a bit groggy with it, and I just couldn't afford to sit in an air-conditioned room all day. So I'm getting a bit of work done. It is absolutely unbelievable outside. But I wanted to show you a little thing on what I do with regards to a run club that I program for. So we're all in the days of AI and all that sort of thing, right? And we also need to move with the times. Is a huge thing. And I'm a firm believer in moving with technology and all that sort of things, and also looking for ways to improve my output in the business. I'm going to show you now exactly how I do that. So this is a run club that I program for called the Monreid Movers. You can see up here in the top corner, and it's a 6-week training program. So basically what I do is I do a 6-week block with the aim of improving their 5k time as the metric used in it, okay? So when you have a run club, especially, you're obviously going to have so many different levels that come to that run club. You're going to have people who are beginners, you're going to have people who are intermediate, and then you're going to have people who are more advanced. Generally, what a run club does is you'll have the people come on a certain day and you'll just meet up and go for a run without any real structure or anything to it. So the two girls that run the run club, Chloe and Kira, are both clients of mine. And basically we had a chat maybe about, I would want to say maybe about half a year ago, maybe 6 months to 8 months ago, where we sat down and we were talking about bringing some structure to the run club. And basically we came up with an idea that I would do a bit of research and find out how would be the best way structurally for me to program for them every 6 weeks in order for everyone to get something out of the session. And the thing that we came up with was time. So instead of using paces or anything like that, we do a 5k test every 6 weeks, and then your paces are based off of that 5k time. So it works really well with the run club, and we've seen some fantastic results of this way of programming, and it turned out to be the only way that we could do it where everyone was involved and I wasn't doing individualized paces or anything like that, because that's just not fair. My one-to-one clients get that. For me to do that for everybody in the run club, I'd need to take them on as a one-to-one client. But coming back to what I was saying about AI, the world is moving, right? The cars, we bought a Tesla, the car can basically drive itself. I know that there's a whole legislation being passed on bringing supervised full self-driving into Ireland now at the moment. We have AI, we have things like Claude, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, all those things. But what I wanted to talk about with AI is this presentation, right? So I've done up this presentation for the lads. I do one every single month, where I sit down at the computer, I put in my programming, and then this spits me out a presentation. If I don't like it, I can retweak it. And basically in the time that I take to go through all these things of, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, can you tweak this, can you change that? In that time, I'd have probably created 2 slides of the whole 10 slide document. So as we can see here, we have all the slides done up. Their program is done, their program overview, their cover, their how to set their training paces, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then how the block works. It's done very, very clean. I would never be able to do that. I'm not the most tech savvy person, lads, but I can talk to someone and I can tell someone, and I'm very well able to articulate what I want. So I sat down, here we go. I literally just X'd out of that. I sat down to start this at 12:54. It's now 1:15. So I've done this in 20 minutes. So I wrote up my program that I wanted, put it into Claude, and it spat me out my 6-week roll and block presentation. It's something that's very, very useful. I'm not interested in the likes of these AI coaches or anything like that. There are some things, like obviously the more that AI learns, the more articulate and the more professional it will get with regards to like your training programs. But there is no human element in that. There is no accountability side in that. Remember, if you're getting coached by me, I'm a person. I understand feelings, I understand experience, I understand all of those things. I'm not a fan of AI things like Runa or things like that. I'm just not a fan of them. I have tried them out before just to see what they're like. But we are moving The times are moving, and it's important that we move with the times, because if we don't, we'll just get left behind. So that is just one way that I use AI in my business. If I need to present something, or I need to send someone a PDF or something like that, it is very, very easy to jump onto Claude or something like that and pop it into their design feature, and they will spit you out something. If you don't like it, tell them exactly what you don't like and move on. But I just said I'd give you a little insight into how I do things. So here then is what gets sent out with a new sharp look. Very easy to read, easy to digest. And that is just the power of AI, lads. That is the power of AI. Good morning, team. Welcome back to the channel. It is... what is it? It's Wednesday. Holy shit, the wedding's tomorrow. Can't believe how quick that's come in, but the last 2 nights I have been sleeping like an absolute log. I've been doing a lot of garden work the last 2 days, and that absolutely, if anyone has done a bit of landscaping or anything like that, you'll understand how tired it makes you just being outside. But yeah, we have a big project going on here at the moment. As you can see, we're clearing out the ground to lay some patio tiles and stuff like that. The amount of dirt that we have over there. So the last 2 days I've been doing that. I felt really ill. I had mad hay fever. My nose was completely blocked up. But yeah, that's the project. So I'll bring you along with it. There won't be anything else happening for a while with it. Obviously that's not that sexy, digging out holes in the ground, but I will bring you along for the journey with it. Right, morning lads. We're in the gym. It is 20 to 9 on the 25th of the 6th. 25th of the 6th means only one thing. It's wedding morning. So I'm in the gym for a little bit of a sharpener before the wedding later on. Whole idea of this is just to get a bit of a session in. No real goal in mind, just to move the body. And also not wreck myself before later on, because obviously it's fucking 9,000 degrees outside, and I'm going to be drinking later on as well, so I don't want to, like, obviously if you have a session before you, a big like night out, your recovery is going to be fucking shit after that session, so there's no point in absolutely throwing yourself into the ground either. This morning we're taking a nice handy little 30-minute AMRAP, sled pull 20 meters, burpees to play it by 30, and then ski 500 meters, so I probably should get like 5 or 6 rounds in. But this shed is toasty. If you look out there, the sun rises right over those trees in the distance, and it rises straight up in the sky and hits this shed directly. So yeah, it's toasty enough in here. I'm probably going to be sweating big time. I'm going to try letting in some air. It's probably not going to work, but yeah, let's get into this fucking session. As I said, not too hard, not too easy, just right. We don't want to balls to the wall and absolutely ruin ourselves for later on. It is hot outside as well, so I have loads of fluids and carbs with me as well, because I haven't eaten this morning. So I have about, I think I have 45 grams of carbs in a bottle over there, and then we have loads of water. That was fucking spicy, lads. One thing to remember when training in this heat is that heat is also a stress. Not only the stress that you're imposing on your body, but heat is always also a stress.
so don't overdo it. Like that half an hour workout there feels like I'm after been training for an hour. Really good thresholdy session. Average heart rate 156. I think I literally finished, I'm not sure whether it was 4 or 5 rounds on the button. My ski hit 500 as with 1 second left. Because I got off the burpees, I just ran through a smooth cadence in the burpees, looked at the watch, had 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. So I had to get to the ski and start it, and I think I did it. I'll have to... Yeah. Spicy enough, lads. Spicy enough, that heat. But I think I spoke about this before. There was parts of that where I wanted to quit. Parts of that where I wanted to give up. But I tell you one thing. You learn a lot about yourself, and you're able to love yourself a little bit easier by knowing that you gave something 100%, whether it's a workout, whether it's a job, whether it's a chore, whether it's a task. It's a lot easier to like yourself and to love yourself if you know that you give everything 100%. And there's a certain amount of integrity that you can take away, and respect for yourself that you can take away from a session like that, where it's boiling heat. It's near enough 30 degrees in this shed, I'd say. And there was so many times where I wanted to stop. But knowing that there was not one failed rep, or knowing that if that was in competition I wouldn't have got a penalty, or I didn't skip anything or run away from something early. Every time I needed to pause my watch to get a drink, I'd pause my watch. Sorry, I can't even talk, it's so warm. Every time I needed to get a drink, I paused my watch. Came back to the workout, started exactly the same rep as I was. But yeah, there's a lot to be said for it.
Lads, welcome back to the channel. Very, very heavy weekend. Really enjoyable weekend celebrating Davey and Chanel's wedding. A fantastic wedding. Like I was only saying there, the clips that I got earlier on in the video, you would have seen them. They're one of the very few clips that I have from the weekend, which is a sign of a very, very, very good party. But yeah, a fantastic celebration. And we had a very nice few days with family and friends, and that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. But that's where I'm going to cut this video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next week for some Tryka content. We're up in the RDS next Friday and next Sunday. Singles on Friday, mixed doubles on Sunday with Sarah Jane. Very excited for that. Very excited for that. We have a bit of a FTP test tomorrow. See how this maintenance block has gone. But yeah, lads, I just can't beat that weekend. The cup is well and truly full. Had a very, very enjoyable time. But until next week, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you then.
Like and subscribe for more vlogs.